Hi, everyone. Today I want to address something that I think almost every artist struggles with, and that's imposter syndrome and admitting that you're an artist. You know that feeling when you think I am who I can't talk today. Okay, who I am? Who am I to call myself an artist? Okay, do you feel that way? I have a script, but I have a terrible time reading. So I know how to read. I'm just not good at doing this and this all together. So I want to just tell you the story, my story, how I became an artist. And so maybe then it'll inspire you to also call yourself an artist. If you do art, that's okay. Even, professional artists have imposter syndrome. And I think we all have it. And for me, it started in 1986 when I first started painting, and I was doing acrylics, abstract acrylics. And then I was in the midst of a nasty divorce, and I ran away to Hawaii and I bought an art supply store. And the only medium I was familiar with was acrylics. And even then, I wasn't really good. I thought I was good, but I wasn't very good. And through owning the art supply store, I had to learn how to use all the different art supplies. And so I became a jack of all trades. I knew how to do everything a little bit, but I wasn't really good in any one thing. And so I had a hard time calling myself an artist. And I just didn't feel it on the inside. I didn't feel I was good enough. And, it's the funniest thing now because now I can look at the paintings that I was doing back then. I did a lot of watercolors and painting on silk. And I just couldn't call myself an artist. I just like, okay, I'm just a businesswoman because I own an art supply store. You know, it took me probably over 10 years actually to call myself a artist. And so, gradually, it happened gradually, and I felt more comfortable doing that and calling myself that. We tend to think confidence comes first and then we start, but it actually works the other way around. And it's like, I encourage you all, and you hear it in my videos all the time, practice, 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 practice. Don't worry about the outcome. Just do it and have fun with it. Whether you sit down and just sketch for like 10 minutes a day, or, scribble or draw. There's a thing called neurographic art where you just like scribble all over the place and, fill in the holes. It's really easy. And that is quite inspiring, actually. And I have a video on that and I will put it up. You build confidence by showing up, by practicing and making the messy stuff. And believe me, there's a lot of messy stuff. I have all my paintings that I have done in the last 35 years. And it's kind of funny to go back and revisit them. So don't throw them out because they show you where you came from. You didn't just like pop out of the womb and start painting and becoming a great painter. It's a process. That's it. Okay. All right. Live. Don't expect me to be perfect here. Okay. So if you've been waiting to feel ready, don't. Start small, 10 minutes a day, pick up a pencil, some paint. And because every piece you make, good or bad, is moving you forward. You're not behind, you're learning. And I truly believe this. We are all creative. And I really do believe that. We, some people, it's not necessarily art form. It is gardening. I'm learning gardening and I believe it's an art form, definitely. I'm not very good at it. My husband builds roads. He does foundations. That's his art form. We all have some art form. People that cook, they they are artists. They are artists in the kitchen. So cut yourself some slack. Figure out what your art form is, what it is that makes you happy when you're doing it, and that's your art. You're an artist. It's okay. So tell me in the comments, have you ever felt uh, like an imposter? I would love to hear it. We got all that. All right. So anyway, I also wanted to start sharing a little about myself, where I came from, and let's get to know each other. I always wanted to play that music, getting to know you, from The King and I. That'd be kind of fun. But we have this separation right now, and it drives me crazy because I feel like people are not getting together. We're not communicating one-on-one. Everybody is going through live media, Facebook, and all the rest of it. I just raised up my camera. That's a bit better. And, we need human contact, guys. We need to give each other a hug every once in a while. And I don't know about you, but I miss that. And what's happening, we are pulling away from human contact. And I really believe that we all need it. And the advent of AI is not helping any, because you're getting sucked in by these AI things, and it's a fake person. It's not even a real person. And they're telling you, a human, how you should live your life. And it's like, no, you need to listen to people that are real. I'm real. I can pinch myself. It's just, I'm very frustrated with that. And so I want to encourage you to watch YouTubers who are imperfect, like me, and that make mistakes and don't talk perfect and bumble through stuff and screw up the camera and have lights fall on them and just crazy stuff. It's just, we need to get back to our humanness, our fallibility, and have fun with it. And I don't want to hear any negative comments. You will be deleted. So there's a heads up. If you're going to say something not nice, forget it. It's not happening. I want to just inspire people to find their joy. Let's live life to the fullest. So back to my story. I moved to Oregon, and I was still painting when I got to Oregon in 1990. Yeah, I think it was like December of 1990, and we had the biggest snowfall in 100 years. It was really fun to move from Hawaii to freezing cold. Yeah, that was really interesting. But my then husband was a chiropractor, and he loved to paint. And so we had this big studio, and we were painting all the time. And in the meantime, I opened up Airbnb. No, well, it's not Airbnb. It was a B&B, real B&B, bed and breakfast, where I cooked breakfast every morning, and I had this really nice rooms to rent out. And I discovered making glass beads. I went to Bullseye Glass up in Portland. I saw all the things you could do with glass, and I went, ooh, that looks like fun. So I ran out without having a clue and bought myself a torch and some glass and started melting glass in a flame. And that consumed me for the next 30 years. And I didn't get back into painting until about 2018. So there was quite a space in there where all I was doing, I got totally focused on glass. And I went back to painting as well as doing the glass, and fell in love with painting. It's really fun. I can't tell you enough. So I just think that we all should do what makes our heart sing, basically. And my store was actually called Heart Song. And I called it that because Marianne Williamson had talked about do what makes your heart sing, and the money will follow. Well, it did for a while, a little bit. But it's really important to feed your soul and do what makes you feel happy, as opposed to working a government job. And I can't tell you the amount of people that have come into my store and they're working a job that they hate, and it's because of retirement. They're waiting till they retire to take up doing art, and it just breaks my heart because doing art just fills that void and makes you feel good about yourself, and you feel creative. So anyways, that's my thing for today. Once I start getting more of you actually watching me, I will do some demos while I'm live, and I plan on going live every Monday at 11 a.m. or thereabouts, depending on whether I get the camera working. I must tell you, I am 72 years old, so cut me some slack. I tend to forget stuff, and it's really frustrating because I could learn something and then the next day I've forgotten how to make it work, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. Learning all these programs for doing my live. So right now I'm going directly through YouTube. So we'll see how this turns out. This will be interesting. I have tried StreamYard, I've tried Riverside, and I just find it a bit overwhelming, to say the least. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and watch my videos. I've got over 500 videos up, and I'm just battling to stay alive on YouTube. It's not easy. So anyway, have a fabulous day. It's another beautiful day here in Oregon. I'm looking out the window here at the sort of overcast day. We have sunny and overcast. It can't make his mind up. So have a fabulous day. Make some art, and you are not an imposter. You can do this. And yeah, see you on the next one, and come back next Monday, 11 o'clock, right here, same time, same channel. And hopefully I'll be on time.